Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega have both left Scream 7, leaving the Scream fandom to wonder what the heck is gonna happen next. Is there even any hope for Scream 7? Most fans think there isn't, but there is a sliver, and when I say sliver, I mean a minuscule sliver of hope. So let's get into why Scream 7 isn't entirely doomed. Now, not to get political here, but Spyglass fired Melissa Barrera for some tweets she made that they deemed to have hate speech towards the Jews. And I spent an hour looking at the stuff, so I can genuinely say this. There was nothing hateful towards them in it at all. She has said she wanted the violence to stop, mainly against Palestinians, and that's all I'm gonna say. She did not deserve to be fired. Spyglass overreacted. But assuming that Melissa and Jenna are not back in Scream 7, how can Scream 7 actually be a good movie? I mean, Scream 6 and Scream 5 set up this whole story with the Carpenter sisters, and we need to know who their mom is and like what she's been doing this whole time. So unfortunately, I'm here to tell you that that probably isn't gonna happen without Melissa and Jenna. The script is being rewritten as we speak, so the original plan for Scream 7, not gonna fly. No more Christmas time for us. However, there are two things that could happen. One, and this will be a miracle if this happened, the studio acquires the rights to Scream and rehires Melissa and Jenna and gets Christopher Landon back into the director's chair, and they go with the original plan for Scream 7. And then the more realistic option is that they do a more Sydney and Mark focused story. Now what I'm suggesting is that this takes place either after Scream 6, or you know how Halloween movies have like 20 timelines? Well, what if you have the whole Carpenter sisters stuff canon in the Scream franchise, just like they did with like the Halloween stuff, but it's not part of this timeline. So this is like an alternate version of the Scream universe where Scream 5 and 6 did not happen, and it picks up after Scream 4. Now, I did see this idea from Craven Something Scary, so credit to him, but I do want to add to this. It would be really cool to see Sydney and Mark together. I mean, I absolutely loved Mark in Scream 3. I think he's a pretty underrated character. It would be great for him to return to the Scream franchise. But the problem with this is, if it's another Sydney-central Scream movie, which I have nothing wrong with, it's probably just going to be the same stuff realistically. Ghostface coming at her, attacking her, all that. And then the big reveal at the end, which most fans never get sick of, and I'm not gonna lie, I still enjoy it, but like, at least Scream 6 did something semi-original with Ghostface. I don't just want another generic Ghostface, the white mask, the what's your favorite scary movie stuff. I want something different for Ghostface. Maybe Christopher Landon can think of something, because he is a creative man. And this will allow us to focus more on Sydney and Mark's relationship and maybe their personal lives as Ghostface tries to interfere. It's mentioned that Sydney has children, so that could still be canon in this timeline. Ghostface could be trying to come after her children, and there could be much more personal and realistic stakes. This could make the movie very grounded, and it would also get lots of fans back in the theaters to see Sydney. Despite Scream 6 being the highest grossing Scream movie, a lot of people did not watch it because Sydney wasn't in it. So if they take this in the right direction, Scream 7 will not be entirely doomed. So do you think there's any hope for Scream 7? Let me know in the comments down below, Scream Geeks, and until next time, toodles!